My question to you, man, is you question. My question is about Michael Jackson, man. Do you think people actually listen to his albums?
In modern times, I think his listenership is probably plateaued. I don't think it's gonna get any higher unless kids are like reintroduced to it. But I think like his general listening public, we still listen. I still listen to a lot of Michael Jackson.
I listen to Michael Jackson music, and Mike was with the shits, man. He was really about the people, and he was about the environment.
Yeah, I mean, for the bulk of his career, that's why I told somebody the other day, I was like, Michael Jackson has almost always made a themed album. I said that wasn't common in music and R&B. You dig what I'm saying? Like most albums are like love themed or romance themed or something like that. But his shit was like about theatrical shit that meant something. There's like an underlying message in there. You know what I'm saying? Like Bad, you know what I'm saying? You listen to that album and like Speed Demon, Liberian Girl. You see what I'm saying? You start listening to all these different, each song's almost like a part in a story. And it kind of tell you a larger story about what he really care about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if you take like the concept of the song Bad, to me it's a cheesy song in retrospect. As you know, as an adult, I'm listening to it and it sounds kind of cheesy to me. It's a pop song or whatever. But the message in the song, like, man, don't try me. You know, and he ain't talking to like regular people, he's talking about industry people, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the things that like when I listened to his music, you can tell like he Mike was really speaking like on things that may have happened to him or things that just in general, like the environment, tearing down the rainforest, uh, tearing apart the atmosphere and things like that. Like he was actually speaking on things that actually mattered, you know.
Right.
Stop pressuring me. What's the other song? How does it feel? I forgot the name of that song. That's one of my favorite songs, actually. I forgot the name of it. And it's one of my favorite songs. I can't remember it all of a sudden. Stranger in Moscow. Boom, there it is. Yeah. So that was one of those songs. And why you tripping on me was another one. Like he had all these songs, but when you actually do, people actually listen to what
The
Mike was
lyrics.
saying.
Yeah, the lyrics.
Mike was really speaking on like some shit, like, and then it was like when you say the theme, I think I don't know if it's the theme or the aesthetic of Mike's music was like it was like kind of like hardcore.
Yeah.
You know, it was like really hard, like hard music, like crashing music.
Yeah, it's like chaos, like organized chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of picked. I think like he started leaning heavier into that stuff when he was like in his 30s.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? His music kind of like it went from like a jovial party themed aesthetic. It kind of got dark around Thriller, came out of that and went to like a whole different heavy place with Bad. And from Bad on out, that's where it was like, that's where you kind of start noticing like a heavy, you know what I'm saying, heavy fisted sound. You know what I'm saying? Like of course he had his ballads and stuff like that, but like the general songs that he was really trying to push to you, it was like, I don't know if he was motivated by fucking Public Enemy or what, but that's what I got from him, dude. Like, he was like, because he had that same energy and vibe behind his music. It was just his own style.
Yeah, because I would be listening to some of the music. I would be listening to some of the music and go, yo, Mike got like this really hardcore, like there's a hardcore feel to the beats. Yeah, yeah. And I guess it was just meshing with the way that he was. Like Mike was a soft-spoken guy, but it's like he sung hard. Like he really sang. Yeah, he sang very hard. And of course that had to do with his backing and the way his father was treating him. He made them sing with everything in him. But I always would listen to the music like Dirty Diana and all that. Like you could hear it, Thriller and everything. Like
the crashing of the cymbal.
Yeah. It's like really heavy shit that he had going on.
Yeah, that's what kind of made me think like, right. That's right around the NWA PE era, whatever, because they had like comparably louder music back then. It was like rappers, hip hop at the time, what was more just, you know what I'm saying, a drum machine in the loop. And then all of a sudden you get like the PE NWA era where it becomes a little bit more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's around the time when Mike started being a little bit more aggressive sonically with his music and stuff like that. And it kind of like really stuck.
Okay.
I mean, because he was influenced by a lot of stuff anyway. You know what I'm saying? He was inspired and influenced in a lot of ways. And I think I wouldn't be too surprised that Hank Shockley and those guys probably kind of like, sparked some ideas.
Yeah. Did he work with what's his name, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis?
Yep. They yep. Before they started working with Janet, I think he worked. I think he worked with them a little bit.
Mike did some dope shit, man. He really did do some dope ass music.
I don't know, bro, because Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis worked with Prince and more. So I don't know if Mike worked with them.
That would be something we have to look up because I'm
Jerome. I think Jerome from the time we used to hold the mirror up and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's Terry Lewis' brother.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure. That's why I asked. It would be something we have to look up, research, and everything because I'm definitely not sure. But because I was trying to picture it, like I could picture that scenario where they do music with Michael Jackson because they did do music with Janet. So maybe not.
You never know.